Hello everybody. How you doing? Excuse me. Just pulling this up. Welcome to my video of the night. We're going to do some just resin and we will see about creating an ocean effect on this one. So we'll leave the colour of the bare plywood as the colour of the sand and something colourful on this one. We'll see how we go with that. Alrighty. So I haven't done it for a very long time and I am trying to get used to it. Let me say welcome to Tracy Creating. I am Tracy and tonight I hope that you find some inspiration, education or relaxation while you're watching. So thank you so much for coming in and enjoying. I like to just get started on it straight away for those who come in and watch the replay. So first up, gloves, and I'll get stirring my resin. This is the Just Resin Art Resin LV. This is the 2:1 ratio mixture of this resin. And just grab a stick and start stirring. So I put in there 60 mils of part B and then 120 of part A. Just giving it a good stir around now, making sure to regularly scrape the sides and scrape off the stick just to make sure that everything is incorporated in the mix. So you can also see down here that I have a Just Resin pigment paste. That is the titanium white. And I've chosen that one away from the tints specifically to see if I can get some cells from that. So other than that, I have chosen specifically for the ocean one, which I probably should have called beach because I want to keep some sand. So that will be, these are the tints blue, straight blue and turquoise. Because there's always that hint, there's not perfectly any specific shade of blue, green, mossy green, turquoise, lighter blue where it's coming into just over a sandbar or anything like that. So I like to at least have 2 different colours, 3 preferably, but for tonight we'll just go with the 2 and just kind of blend them in, considering that this section the furthest away may be a really dark blue, and working its way back through to part where it's in the wash and it could be a lot thinner in that area. Behind that could be that shade of green. Jelly Bean, hello, how you going? All right. So we're almost done with this. Once again, being sure to scrape it off. Scraping those edges and the bottom of the cup, making sure it's all incorporated. You will see bubbles that form in there, but as long as you don't see any pearly, stringy threads in there, that is good, because then you will know that the 2 parts have been nicely mixed. It generally happens around the 3-minute mark, which I believe is why they advise or recommend to stir for 3 minutes. So I'm pretty sure we've got that covered. Hi Sue, how are you going? Good. You're watching the grand final of Big Brother. Oh, okay. Already, you know, I haven't seen one episode. I don't even believe I've seen any type of advertising for it, to be honest. No, not even on the computer or through Facebook or anything like that. So that's good. So for these cups, I'll keep some clear into that one that I just mixed in. Put this aside temporarily. Where am I going to put it? There. And we'll work on the beach one here. So clear, and then we'll have some turquoise and some blue. I'm going to keep some in here because we're going to have further colours for when we do the one, the white one. Oh, I haven't mentioned yet that, what's this one for? Oh, the white. What I've done, these are little plywood signs. You can see some holes at the top end of it, and it has a little bit of like twine that comes on it. So I've just removed that. This one I have sprayed with a clear satin coating just to seal the MDF, plywood a little bit. And the white one I sprayed with some, what do you call it? Paint and Prime white, flat white. That looks like a nice amount. So these ones are just the Just Resin tins. Wonderful, thanks. Oh, lovely to hear that, Sue. Not really your cup of tea, nothing else on though. Fair enough. All right. So that's the turquoise. Now the titanium white. So always give the paste a little stir, making sure if it has separated any, that it is nicely combined before you get a little scoop out of it. So because I'm using such a small amount, I'm pretty much just going to use what's left on the bottom of my stick. So right. So mix those in. All right, so that's going to come together nicely there. Leave that on the floor, please. Okay, there we go. That mixed in beautiful. And this is the blue. All right. You just want to make sure that there's no areas that are unmixed, because in that specific area it will be more of the tint than it will be of the resin, and it may not cure fully. So you've always got to be careful that when you mix these things in, it's good and thorough. So this is just the white, and shut the door, please. Sorry about that. Okay, so there we go. That looks great. So now to just, where are you? We can come forward a little bit, which may help me because you're almost out of reach back there. So after they're completed, going back that way will be where we'll put them while we work on the next one. All right, so the blue. I'm picturing that our beach is the little lady in the final jelly bean. Have you been watching it, Sue? Oh dear. You guys are funny. Okay. Alright. Just a piece of fluff seems to be irking me. Okay. Alright. And now I'll just make the section that I'd like to keep in clear as the sand of the beach. Moved. Let's bring that to the edge of the wood. I know you can't really see it yet because it's clear, but as soon as I put on the other colours, you will see where they end and that begins. So nice blue at the deepest, spreading out a little there. And this is where I come into the turquoise. And also mixing a bit there. Let's see what this does. This is a bit of fun with your fingers. So spreading it just to the edge. There are those holes there, so I will need to either re-drill those after it's cured or just keep coming back and poking my little toothpick down there or something like that to make sure the hole is clear. And little waves. So now that I've come down to this light turquoise, this is approximately where it meets the clear. Whoops. And there we go. So there's no real rhyme or reason. Well, there is. That's silly saying that. Occasionally. It's been so long since Big Brothers were on. Alright. So this is where I would put a little bit of white. Like that. So now you can pretty much see a little better as to where. Oh, I love how that did that. How it kind of broke up in that area. And see if we can get that again. Right. So now I think we'll hit it with some heat and see what happens. So I'm going to use my heat gun on low air, low heat. see if I can get a better colouring for you. So that worked really well. Happy with that. The white definitely selled beautifully. I haven't even cleared all the bubbles out yet. That's how soft the heat was from the heat gun. So just trying to think about whether I want any more blue areas in here, any more waves. Would you like to know when it'll be over very soon? So what do you think? I think a little bit more blue through there. Soften it, blend it a little. And you just get a dash of blue in here. Okay. Oops. I just need to add a little bit more clear here to push that back up a bit. Some white. So it looks like this board has, these were from Kmart, and looking great. Thank you, Sue. Like this one has warped a little bit. So I'm going to use my torch now, deliberately to pop bubbles, and then we'll run the heat through it again to soften up these fresh waves. It looks pretty amazing in some areas, so I can't wait to bring you down a little bit and give you a close-up. But while I do the heat gun, because it is that bit louder, I'm going to lift you back up. Move the microphone away. There we go. So let's have a look. So we did get cells and reactions. We got that nice sweeping effect. Oops, sorry about that. Over to the darkest depths of the ocean. Oh dear. I love learning from you. Thank you, Heather. That's lovely. Beautiful, Sue. Thanks. So now I think this is, because what I plan to do is to put a saying on it. You know those life is a beach or serenity at the shore. I don't know. I just made that up. yeah, so that's the plan for this one in particular. I know that there's a sure saying. Wish I could think of it. Okay, so I'll just move this one back to the back of the desk. I need to move you or I might bump you with my head. Okay. Beautiful. And bring in the white one. Just like magic. Here's one I prepared earlier. And yes, I did prepare it earlier. So for those who came in a little bit later, I'm using Just Resin, Art Resin, and Just Resin tints, and I have some Just Resin pigment paste of titanium white, but majority I would like to use some tints. So on this one here, which I used a paint and prime spray paint in flat white, I'm going to do some more vibrant colours. Spice it up a little bit, which so this time we've got some little ones. So this is good too. I mixed up 180 mils of resin for these. So by the way it looks, I'm going to be able to keep some clear left over to finish off some other projects like coasters or anything like that, depending on the amount I have left. So that's awesome. I'll just give it a little bit of colour into each cup. I want this one to be colourful and vibrant. I don't quite know what it's going to say, depending on how it looks at the end of it, is to maybe it's going to feel like be amazing, or maybe it's going to feel like a whole bunch of gratitude, so I'll put gratitude on it. So something along those lines. Alright, where are we up to? Just before I pick some tints, give some a shake, I'll do magenta. Here's Chad. Beautiful. I love your painting. Well, very nice. Thank you, Rabbi. Hello, welcome. And this is magenta. So not many. Whoops, I think I did get a little bit drip happy there. I'll just try and find some of my broken sticks, because they're good for these little cups. Let's do this one. So mixing in a transparent magenta into a pink shot glass. How well can you see that it's mixed in? Good choice. Here's the stick. That looks good. And how about a vibrant yellow? All right. Let's go in here. I think there was about 5 drops, 4 or 5 drops in there. Stir that around. All right. That looks really lovely. So vibrant. So we have the turquoise, the blue, magenta, yellow. How about violet? And we also have the white. So how about orange? Next. That's enough of that. Stick here. That looks good. Let's check the chat. Okay. All right. And orange. Yep, we'll go with orange. Mix that in. Alrighty. So this is pretty much just going to be one of those fun moments, you know, like a balloon smash, and you just put paints all over, you know, just, I'm thinking about that. So resin all over and play. So all over. Oh, it's a little bit like cheeky. Feels that way anyway. I'm going to put all of that one. I can use that, and then we can use the white. Oh, yellow, vibrant, yes. Get that off there now. Purple, well, the violet, very pretty. Just got to be careful that some colours do make mud. Have to have violet, absolutely. Blue, let's kind of steer it towards some of these gaps. That looks like fun. I can't wait till this comes out, and then what it's going to become. So this is the turquoise. I didn't specifically add green in there because of the turquoise, and I can see some areas where the green and the blue and the yellow have combined and already created a green. So happy. I think I'll leave that there. Move that as well. So now just do the same thing with the titanium white. And it's fun just watching the resin flow. Okay, not too much. Some at the tip, the point, in there. That'll do it. And I don't know that I actually want to do ballooning, but I do want to do something. So start off by popping any air bubbles, which will also warm the resin. And I've come up with a blank. I've got so many things buzzing through my head. I want something to do. Has anyone ever dipped a resin? Gorgeous, thank you, Sue. I'm going to do this quite fast because I don't want too much of it to stay off. So flip it over. This is where you really want to make sure that you have a clean surface underneath. I missed the middle. Okay, go back down. Pick it up. We did get a muddy section. That's okay. Just working at getting this section to come off. Even the table looks pretty cool. Okay, so I just dipped that. That's fun. So different. No, still haven't opened your bottles. Oh no, Sue. You will love it when you do, I'm sure. Okay. So just run some heat over it again. I created some more bubbles during that process. One stuck. Oh. Okay. So now I'm just going to add in a little bit of fun. Try and I don't know how much they'll show through when it's all as the resin settles back in, but while it's still there, why not just rubble with it? Here. Okay. They won't, as I sort of said, they won't specifically stay as spirals, but it's just extra patterning. This is definitely just trying to encourage those areas to fill in, and partly they don't look like they want to. boy. Okay. So I'm going to do that there. In efforts to remove some of that orange, just going to add some more yellow, create some green. Try and stay away from the yellow. The white. Oh, I've got an idea. Perhaps instead of trying to dip it again, which was very interesting. I'm glad I gave it a go, but that really big space of orange was irritating me. I kept being drawn to that, not pleasantly. So, very fiery. Yes, it was. Absolutely. So I'm just going to give it some swipes now. Okay. There we go. Bring this one. Okay. Sorry, kind of concentrating on being really soft, light touch. So after this, we'll hit it with the heat gun. I think it looks even busier now, but I'm much more happier with the results. I'm going to try and get some of that blue off now there. There we go. I feel definitely much more content with that. Very busy. Wow. Not what I expected, but at the same time, I didn't know what I was expecting because I haven't done this. And I just knew I wanted colourful and vibrant. So awesome. Alright, so if I just move this, take off my gloves, give you a close-up, and then we'll sign off. I can do the rest of the cleanup after we go. Alright, this is very cool. Thank you. Okay. So let's check out the first one now. So that was the beach. And if you remember, I said when we were throughout pouring on it, it was a bit warped. So it's created some effects just by that. So, colouring looks so pale. Let me just see. How's that? Alrighty. So this is our beach. We've got the wash, and look at these wispy waves that have gone with the flow of the resin. So there's not a lot I can do about that. Just let it cure and leave it there. I'll still leave it as it is, but then add a quote to it. So, and then, woo! Our crazy, colourful, vibrant burst. So, alrighty. So there we go. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. We'll have a close-up. So it says, any further questions, please hit them with me now. Hit me with them now. Yeah. That colouring looks very different now that the light's off. So, yeah, so I appreciate you so much for coming in. Both are great. Thank you. I appreciate that, Sue. Very vibrant, absolutely. So please subscribe, like, comment and share. And that really does help, and is so very grateful for all the support I get. So there we have it. 2 new items, resin trialed, and now to leave to cure. So there we go. Thank you, everyone. You're amazing. I appreciate you. So if you have to go anywhere, please take care. And from me, always, be kind, be creative, and be fabulous. Bye.